Hey everybody, it's Brickwaffle here, and I am in Game Mode 3 today with my camera account to show you guys a little bit about this village without having to walk around the edge of this thing and use ender pearls everywhere. But what I've done so far is I've put in some footprints for the buildings, and these are just using some stone to mark out roughly where I think the buildings are going to go. So those are going to be the houses, a couple of smaller houses over here. This will be the bank, and then the school. There's going to be a park in the middle of that, kind of a playground area. And over here we'll have the big office building. And we've got a fire station, which you can see I've got a chest set up. We're going to work on that today. A police station, and a clinic, and a clubhouse. And I have put in one building since the last time I recorded. This is the natatorium. So this is a big swimming pool area. I've got some decorations on the outside using blue stained clay and light blue stained clay. Some quartz slabs, which actually represented quite a bit of quartz. I am just about out now. And then inside here, you can see that I don't really like the way these street lights line up. Now, they were nicely spaced for the street, but now that there's a building here, we are going to want to move those, because having one right in front of this window and then one over here, it just looks wrong. So I'm going to center those up a little bit with this building again. Do that here shortly. But if we fly inside here, you can see that there is a kind of a desk here, reception area. Upstairs, if we go up these stairs, there are some business offices. So we've got some cubicles and a meeting space. And then if we go back downstairs, there's lockers on both sides for men and women. They all are pretty much identical. We've got chests with some changing tables, a little shelf with some towels, and some shower stalls. And the women's locker room is exactly the same. It's just mirrored on that side. And then out here we have the swimming pool itself, which has some lanes, some nice lighting. And you can see we've got some diving boards here with some string holding up some carpets and some ladders. So it's pretty easy to get up here, jump in the pool, have a splash, swim around, and come back out. You can see the pool from either upstairs there or from right here, so if there's parents waiting to pick up their kids and they can just see here, okay, swim time's almost over, get their kids to the locker room and go on about their day. So hopefully you guys like that. I didn't want to build that on camera. I did a lot of building and rebuilding, and by the time I got done with it, it looked nothing like how I started. I thought that'd be kind of a terrible video to watch me build something, then tear it down, then build it up again. But hopefully we won't run into too many more of those, and I hope you guys really like that building. So we're going to go on, and let me go back to my camera account and get set up, and I'll be right back with you guys over by what we're going to do today. Alright, so here we are at the site of what will be the fire station. I've gathered some materials and a crafting table, so in here I've got some red stained clay, stone slabs, glass and black stained glass, blocks of iron, and stone bricks, and that should be enough for me to get started. I've looked at several designs for firehouses. There's one that Corrales did that's based on a SimCity design that's pretty cool, but I don't want to just sit here and build somebody else's design block for block. I'm going to use that as inspiration to build a fairly tall firehouse with a garage on one side that probably only needs one fire truck. It's a small town over here. I probably will not be building a fire truck in this video. I almost certainly will take somebody else's design for that. I'm really terrible at building vehicles. And this footprint may change, but what I want to do is give you guys some progress updates. I'm really terrible at building in survival on camera, so rather than watching me fall off a building and dirt pillar back up over and over again, I'm just going to give you some progress updates as I go through. So with that, no further ado, I'll go ahead and get started, and I'll see you guys in just a moment. Alright, so I've got some basic structure in place here. I've got some stone bricks with some red stained clay. I've punched out areas where I think there's going to be windows and doors. So if we look in here, this will be the fire truck garage. We'll have to do some kind of door there that looks pretty interesting. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I'll probably want it to look rolled up so that when we put a truck in here, people can see it. And we'll have to do something about this, probably put some stairs there. Inside we've got a two-story firehouse. I actually didn't put any wood in those chests, as you may have noticed, so I had some spruce and oak over there, and decided that alternating those two looked pretty good together, so I'm going to keep that for now. And then if we go out the back, let's see if we can go out and around. It's almost nighttime. I'm going to have to go back to the little temporary house and sleep, but if we come around here, I've got some ladders up so we can easily get up here and work on the next step. So, whoops. And that's why I don't do a lot of this on camera, is we can put in the roof up here, which will probably be stone slabs down at that level to give it a little bit of a recession and to prevent mobs from spawning on it. And then if we come out here, we'll want to do something similar as well. Probably, again, stone slabs across the top since we've got quite a few of those. But for now, I'm going to eat, I'm going to go back to that house and sleep and make it daytime, and I'll be back with another progress update. Alright, so here we are with the fire station. I'm going to take you through a quick tour and show you what I've done so far. So we've got this door, which I probably am going to replace that with one of these pillars just because it looks a little odd that way. But it does line up. There's some nice kind of fluorescent lighting in the ceiling here with some redstone lamps. And in order to accommodate that, I did have to change the ceiling design, or the roof design a little bit up here. Let's see if I can do that. So this is slabs on top so that this is actually a little bit thicker. There's redstone lamps and levers in there. But if we go inside here, you can see that on the inside we've got the call center. So we've got some cubicles with computers set up here using some piston tables and some paintings and chairs. We've got a dispatch center with multiple monitors. And then out in the front we do have a reception area where we can have the sergeant on duty kind of here to answer any questions, things like that. Big monitor for public information displays. They got kids coming over on a school tour. They can show fire safety videos. And up here we have a kitchen. And over here we have a little dining area and a fireman's pole, so you can jump down here and answer the call, not taking really any damage if you're wearing armor. So hopefully firemen are at least wearing some kind of armor there. But through that area and through the kitchen we have access to the bunk hall, so we've got some bunk beds here. And I don't know if you guys have seen this before, but you just place 2 blocks, put a bed on it, then break the 2 blocks. That will stay in the air, and you can put another one there. They've got some foot lockers for their gear, and a little bathroom in here, toilet and sink, that kind of stuff. So this is the whole firehouse done. I know I was going to do a few more progress updates, but once I'd showed you this, the only things that I really had to do on the inside, it kind of seemed silly to do a progress update to put in a wooden floor, so I thought I would go ahead and put in the floor and the ceiling. That's pretty straightforward, and then do some decoration, and that's really what you guys wanted to see, I'm sure. So this is what it looks like when it's all done. So, firehouse done. The next thing we want to do is a police station, and that's going to look pretty similar. We won't have the same sort of garage there. I am going to fix that. That's going to drive me crazy if I don't. I'm going to put one more row of stone bricks here, so I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that should be fine. Yeah, 6 wide openings should be perfect for a fire truck, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. I did move some of these lights around so that there's one kind of just to the side here, and another one just to the side here. And we have this little column going up the side just for decoration, and also to keep it from looking a little bit strange with no windows there, so this gives us a little bit more even spacing. So let me know what you guys think about that. I'm definitely interested in hearing your comments on how that turned out. So I'm going to fix up that little bit there, and I'm going to get started on the police station rather, and I'll give you another update here shortly. Alright, so this is the basic shape of the police station. We've got a sheep there, but this open floor down here, that's going to obviously be filled in with some offices and some training rooms and things like that. Upstairs, I have a hole up here that's going to go into an upper level. There will be some cells along this wall, and then this will be a little hallway, and this is just an area to come up to that level. I figure if we put the cells upstairs, then nobody can tunnel in from underneath and do a breakout. They've got to go through the police station to get up there, and that should make things a little bit more secure. And also nobody can just, walk up to the window over here, but bars, whatever we put up there, and help somebody get up that way. So hopefully that makes a little bit of sense. I'm going to go ahead and put in some blue stained clay, which I am completely out of at the moment, so I'm going to head back over to the portal, I think, and then over to the mesa, get some clay, get some other materials, and I'll get back with you when I have another status update. Alright, so I've got a little bit more of the police station done. I've decided to use blue wool. The blue clay kind of looks purple if you remember from the natatorium. That's the light blue and that's the dark blue. It just doesn't look right. But blue wool looks pretty good. In this texture pack, it doesn't have that kind of cottony texture. It just has it kind of stands out quite a bit. It looks a lot like lapis block. But here we've got a triple door, which I'm not sure about, but I think it's going to work okay. And inside we have a lot of sea lanterns. There's basically 2 gaps in between all those, and it should be enough that we never have any block levels of 7 all the way down these edges. It's at least 8 everywhere, so that's good. We do have some more of this wool and diorite pattern on the inside, and upstairs, I haven't finished this yet. You probably saw that from the outside. It's just the walkway here. We've got some cells. There's openings that are 4 wide, so we'll be able to put in some iron bars. And maybe we'll even see if we can lure a couple of villagers up here and trap a few of them in. And then we just need to bring the ceiling up, or the walls up here. And this is slabbed over with an edge here so that you can see, again, sea lanterns are in the bottom, but they don't show up here. Here's our acrobatics up again. It's not too bad. I think it's going to come up here. It'll be nice. You won't see it, but when the back half of that comes up, that will look pretty nice. So let me go ahead and put the top of this on, and I will probably also do some of the interior decorations, and I will be back with you guys in just a little bit. Alright, so here we are with the finished police station. I went ahead and did a couple of things on the fire station as well. I did fix that part of the garage, as I mentioned, and I put in an air conditioner up there and the same one up here. It's just some iron blocks and rails. Let's see if we can take a look at that. How good am I with an ender pearl? Wow, that's pretty darn good. So yeah, it's just some rails, so they give it a circle, some iron blocks. It just helps to add a little bit of something to it. Down here on this roof, we were half slabs, so nothing should be able to spawn up here, although it does look like we missed one stone brick right here. I'll have to fix that later. And then let's go ahead and pop down to the front, and I'll just fall off the edge. You can see on the side, maybe you saw from up top, we do have a little bit of texturing on the sides here to give it a little bit of a modern feel and help break up that very smooth, bland stone brick look. And then in here, if we go through these triple doors, we can take a tour of the police station. So when you first come in, there is a desk here for the officer on duty with some bulletproof glass and a couple of trapdoors so they can get back here. and work their job. Of course, someone could just shoot right through here, but this is just Minecraft using our imagination. A nice lobby setup with some cushion chairs for people while they're waiting to get somebody back who's been brought in for questioning, that sort of thing, bailed them out. Some offices back here, some desks for police officers to do their work. At some point I might try to set up some little laptops and things there, or some coffee mugs using flower pots, but for now this is good. And then let's see, we have a desk for whoever's in charge back here, bookshelves, and evidence area, and then back here we've got a little interrogation booth with a creeper. Oh no, 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 no. It's too dark back there, clearly, so we will have to work on that. Let me shut this for a second and get my bow out and see if I can let him out of here. Will he track me? He might track me. I don't want to go in there and have him blow up. I might deal with him in just a second. It's disappointing if I don't get him right now, though. Alright, let's first see what we have to do here. Ooh, that was close. In this area is the one-way mirror so that people can see what's going on in the interrogation booth. Of course, it's Minecraft, so you can see right through that black stained glass, but use your imagination there. It should work out just fine. We will have to come back in here and I think put one more light in, probably right there. Yeah, we'll have to put a light in there with the sea lantern. So a couple of tweaks here and there, but mostly it's done. And then we come back out here. We can come around this side, and this takes us up to the holding cells up top. So if we go up to this area, there's a little platform area for the guards to hang out while they're on duty. Trap chest to put all their stuff in. And then all these cells just have beds and a hopper toilet and some cauldron as a sink. And this is probably dark enough when it's not daytime that monsters could spawn back here. That's okay. Some random prisoners showing up from time to time will actually be pretty helpful here to make it feel a little bit better. So we're going to shut that behind us. I'm going to go ahead and put that sea lantern in at some point. And let's go ahead and take a look. The only other thing I did was I spaced out some of these lights. I need to put in another one here and on the other side of the stairs so we have some street lights in the front, help keep this from being too dark. And I did the same thing on the natatorium. Let's see if I can get another good shot here. That's a little overshot. But here I just lined them up with these pillars, the light blue stained clay, so that they are centered a little bit more on the building. I think that looks a lot nicer. And again, with this sort of stuff, with the flower pots, I might do some of that in the police station as well. But I'm pretty happy with this so far. Let me know what you guys think. Please give me some comments and feedback. Have you guys built fire stations or police stations before? If so, what did you include? What else am I missing? What did you think of? Any feedback really is helpful, positive or negative. I really just want to build things that people enjoy. And if you did enjoy this video, please do hit that like button. If you really enjoyed it, then please subscribe. And as always, I've been Brick Waffle. Thank you for watching.